Let's go. Everyone pretty much dreams of owning a HD, but not everyone can afford to pay for the image, so Yamaha thought that they would cash in on that, so they came up with this Yamaha XV535 Virago. Quite honestly, it was just a kidding compared to the Milwaukee Muscle of the times, but this little nimble all-rounder really took the world by storm. Just over 2,000 at the time could get you a brand new bike that didn't break the bank and didn't sound like a blender. The guys at Yamaha churned out this little bike for 16 years straight until 2003 when the Dragstar series started coming out. An ideal first bike, civilized and plain Jane are some of the more accurate descriptive terms that you can find about this bike in the numerous reviews online. But all you need is a license, the keys, a tank full of fuel, and this bike will take you anywhere, seemingly forever, if it wasn't for the tiny tank needing to be topped up again. I will absolutely spare you the technical details. You can Google that shit on your own, and this isn't that kind of video. Now, I didn't get this bike because I wanted a Virago, far from it actually. But what we really have to appreciate is that if Yamaha didn't put out this little lady warrior when they did, the custom Jap scene just wouldn't be the same, and it wouldn't be what it is right now. Simple, budget friendly, no thrills, and a 90s baby just like me. This little bike, whether we like it or not, is a little piece of motorcycling history. The first thing we need to do is to have a closer look at this thing. Now remember that this is a 24-year-old bike, so it's not going to be showroom condition at all. So some things we'll need looking at before we even think about customizing it. The first thing we need to do is to change the oil in the engine. Now I've picked up the bike when it was on 10,000 miles, it's now on 16,000, and I never ever changed the filter or the oil, so it needs doing quite soon. Now the number plate. I don't know how and when this happened, but at this point it just looks quite embarrassing, and it's like I'm asking to be pulled over, so we're gonna get that done. I put on these Biltwells when I originally changed the stock bars on the bike, and they're super cheap, they're super easy to install, so I think it's about time that we change this pair to something better and nicer. These levers need doing, both are snapped, both are a safety hazard to say the least, both snapped on separate occasions. They need doing. Now the clutch doesn't feel quite right, so I want to have a look at that. Maybe change the cable, maybe oil it up, or whatever you do to clutches. Now these are the few little things that need doing before we even start looking at the cool custom shit that we can do to this bike. Now this series will be about me and my journey with motorcycles, with the creativity that it brings, and I'm really excited to start making something that I'll be proud of and that I'll really love riding. There's no plan as of yet. I have no idea how this will turn out, and the bike will develop together with the series, but I am super excited to be getting on with it and jumping straight into something that's always interested me. Now the question is, where the fuck do I get some oil?